isn't it weird how Meghan Markle is using San Estero Ranch to do that Instagram post? Now, what she has done there is seemingly match up a lighting display from the ranch and the Instagram post. Now, if that is correct, Tash, surely that does pose a lot of questions because this is a ranch I believe that Meghan has spent time with her friends at, but why would she be receiving the Billie Eilish merchandise there?
I mean, if that does in fact turn out to be true, it could be just Meghan has offices that she runs out of there. I mean, it's always been completely bizarre. You had the investigative reporters, I think, from Germany that found that Archwell doesn't exist other than on paper. I mean, I have had a look at a lot of photographs of the house that they apparently bought, and I have my suspicions that that is actually a film studio. And it does have very similar interior decor as those photographs. So, whilst I believe that Meghan is very odd about where they live, like Netflix were not allowed to film where they live, the cooking show is not allowed to film where they live. There's obviously something that they're trying to keep hidden. So they could well be there, or it could just be another room in that studio. It's very old fashioned the way it's been decorated, and I found that completely surprising that Harry and Meghan never updated the property itself, given the fact she spent 2.4 million of taxpayers' cash to update Frogmore Cottage to her liking, which matched the interior decorating at Soho House, and she seemed to have left the old-fashioned decorating in that house exactly how they bought it years ago. It's never made sense, really, as nothing really does with those two.
No, well, it doesn't make sense because the thing is, you've got a mega mansion with 16 bathrooms in, a mansion that's so big, Tash, that Spotify spent millions of pounds kitting out part of it is into an audio podcast studio, which they never really bothered to use,
No,
apart from a couple of times. But the point is, the house is massive. I mean, this is not a normal sized house for us mere mortals. This is such a huge house. Yet constantly, Tash, constantly we learn Harry's staying away at this hotel. Meghan's filming here. Is she receiving the guests somewhere else? It is just very odd because it does suggest that the days where they used to work side by side in their shared office are long gone.
Salt and pepper, wasn't it? They're salt and pepper moving together, and those two are more like oil and water now. I mean, it's obvious that they try and portray a certain image of togetherness, and they're happy and they're more in love than ever before. But just as I said, nothing really seems to line up with those two.